As I told you in a previous video, I'm out here today. The first thing I'm going to do while I'm off of work is I'm going to be working on my outdoor kitchen. We built the house recently and with in mind that we needed an outdoor kitchen. So that's one of the things I've decided I was going to take on first. And we're going to start by, and I'm a little bit behind on the videos because I didn't really realize I was going to do it, but I thought, well, I've had so many comments from my friends that they want to know how I'm doing this stuff. So the first thing I'm going to take on is doing an outdoor pizza oven. We love pizza. Our family, we try to do one every other week or so, especially during the summertime. So I'm going to tell you, walk you through a process of what you will need to do your own pizza oven. It's been fun, it's been rewarding, and I cannot wait. About 2 weeks from now, I'll be able to make our first pizza out of it. You're going to need either a medium size or a full size, extra large dog igloo. I'm going to try to do this by turning it around because I don't really understand how to put videos together. But I started out with a medium one, like that. And I basically just cut the bottom part of it off. A lot of times they will come just like this one did. It has a base on it that you can unscrew. Now, the problem with that is they have these little catch hooks inside of it. I'm not real sure what their purpose is, but it kind of got hung up as the mold when I pulled out the concrete. So let's go through this process and I'll tell you a little bit about it. I first poured a 4x4 slab, like what you're seeing here. And then I took these decorative blocks, which also match up around the whole exterior of my house, that we built. So I went 5 high because I'm a pretty tall guy. And then I left the opening here in the middle to put wood in, because it's a wood-fired oven, and that's what I plan on using to heat it. If you have never had a wood-fired pizza, you're missing out. It's probably one of the best things you can ever eat. You can eat it pretty healthy too. You can make your crust a lot thinner, and it's yummy. You're gonna like it. Follow this journey with me. The other thing I did after the blocks had set up, this stuff has to go in processes, because if it doesn't, what'll happen is your concrete won't be set up right and it could fall apart on you, and you want to make sure that doesn't happen. But what I did after I laid the blocks, concreted them in, I used what they call Durock. You can get it, it's a waterproof concrete board, and the thickest that I think you can get is a 1/2 inch. So what I did, I framed out the top of this thing using that 1/2 inch board. All right, once that was done, I put the forms up. They actually came out to here. Like I said, I'm behind on the videos a little bit, but they came up like this, and I've removed them since then. But this whole platform, can you imagine how heavy that would be if it was pure concrete? There's a reason why I did this. I did a lot of studies on it. What I did, I used 1 part Portland cement to 2 parts of perlite. And what perlite is, it turns into a glass substance once it's heated up. It's still really strong, especially using a 2-to-1 ratio. So I framed this up, and this is kind of what the texture looks like. It's kind of rough. It's not exactly a gravel, but it piers together very good. In the middle of this slab, what is in the middle of it is regular wire, like what you see right there. And so it's wire enforced. From that point on, I measured up my igloo and where I wanted it to sit on here, because one of the things I wanted to do to make sure that it didn't have a weight issue was that the outside edge of this, which is all the way around it, the perimeter of this is over the brick. So there's virtually no weight here in the center. So even if this was a weaker substrate, I'm not really concerned about it, because the weight of this pizza oven itself lays right over the top of the brick. One thing you can do to save yourself a lot of money, you can go to Lowe's and buy 6 of these for like $40, or you can go to your local brick manufacturer or block manufacturer. In my case, I went to ABC Block in Russellville, and I got all of these. I think I paid $2 a piece for these. And once you use the bottom side of the igloo that you unscrew, you use that as a template. And then see, you can cut out all your fire bricks. I ordered on Amazon, this is a refractory cement. And all it is basically is it's a fire retardant. It holds the heat really, really good. And it should help you keep your oven up to temperature, because they have to be pretty hot. So now we're at this phase, and so all that was refractory cement. Once it dried for a few days, I took it off. On the outside of that igloo for the mold, you put plastic on it, saran wrap. You grease it down. I used food grade spray grease. And then once it dries for a couple of days, you remove it from this platform. You pop that mold off, set it in place, and now your bricks are already done. Your pizza oven, for all practical purposes, is already complete. You know, so what a deal is that. So once I set that in place, what I had to do at that point was go with a substance over the top of this. I'm not real sure I'm not already done, because I kind of like the way that this looks. Same type of situation as this platform. This is a 2-to-1 ratio of perlite and Portland cement. But underneath side of that, you've got a 1/2 inch worth of insulation that I used. This was probably the hardest part of the whole project, was that you had to put that down, fit it to where it would fit all the way around this thing, and then I put chicken wire over the top of it. That was the hardest part, I believe, because, you know, you've got to start at the bottom because your mud is sort of thick, and if you start at the top, guess what happens? It just falls to the bottom. So you just kind of layer your way up the top, and then once you're done, you're good to go. What I'm gonna start doing probably tomorrow, because I'm working on another project that you'll be seeing a video on. What I'm gonna start tomorrow is I'm gonna start some small fires in it, and then as the week goes on, every day I'm gonna start a fire in it, and I'm incrementally gonna get it hotter in there. Now, I believe that I built this oven. It's a whole lot different than any of the others I've seen, in that I believe that you can touch the outside of this one when we're done, and without it burning your hand. I'm not sure you'll be able to feel heat from this. This one's built really solid. It's built really thick. This is all concrete and insulation, what you see right here. Now, one of the things I think that you'll see the benefit of when you build your oven is that this refractory cement, it's made for heat. I've seen these made before where they're made with vermiculite in Portland, or they're made with perlite in Portland. This is refractory cement. I went ahead and went all out because I don't want cracking inside of this thing at all. Sometimes the heat with vermiculite or perlite will crack it. And the last thing I want to do is be eating my favorite Canadian bacon and mushroom pizza and find a chunk of concrete. Now, the crack that you see right here, which I've already noticed, was I did that when I was trying to remove the chimney. I've already concreted it back in place. I won't lose any concrete out of that. But here's what the inside looks like. It's really kind of cool. Nothing stuck. You know, had a little bit of plastic that stuck, but it'll melt off in those little mini fires. Anyways, I will probably do a follow-up video to show you what our first pizzas look like. If you don't have any experience with pizzas in outdoor ovens, what you're going to find out is it takes about 2 minutes to cook a pizza. Completely done, completely crusted, and it's just a beautiful sight. I've got a little temporary oven that I used at my last house, and I'll probably use it in camping from now on because, you know, they're so easy to move. This one's not meant to move. It's meant to be part of my outdoor kitchen. Anyways, I do stuff like this because I enjoy it, and I hope you've learned something. God bless you, and have a great day.